this is Stacy Sanchez from Heart Prince of God, and tonight I am thankful for authentic friendships. I just had the most precious conversation with a dear, dear friend, and I would like to say that, the words that we shared were upbeat and happy and full of joy and encouragement, and they were, but the majority of the conversation was more honest confession of the places where we have been struggling and failing in our Christian walk. And boy, do I feel so much better having been able to be authentic and to be real and to just purge all of that out of my heart in words of confession, in words of admittance, and in words of saying, will you please pray for me because I am struggling here. I hope and I pray that you have a friend that way. Maybe it's a spouse, I had that in my spouse. I'm so blessed that I did, and I miss him so much, him not being in my life. And with him, honestly, he knew the sins in me long before I did, and so when I finally got around to admitting him, he was like, yep, that's what I've been trying to tell you, beautiful. But to be able to admit it, to be able to get it out in the open, to be able to confess that and to share, this is what God's been showing me I'm like, and it is not pretty. But then to have the same person that you're able to be in a safe place with, a place where you know that they can hear all the ugliness and they can take it, that they're not going to judge you, they're not going to turn around and walk out of your life, but what they're going to do instead is they're going to take the words that you have shared, they're going to take those struggles and they're going to take them down on their knees, they are going to lift you to the throne room of heaven, and then let me tell you, when you have somebody interceding on your behalf, that's where we find the victory. So often we think, we've got to battle it on our own and we can't tell people what we're really like. We hope that they can't ever see the real us, because if they did, they would think less of us, they might not like us, they would find out we're not a superstar Christian. No, I would rather have somebody in my life that I can admit all my faults to, all my failings to, knowing that in turn they will step in and they will start going to battle with me, because I am not afraid to see who I really am, but I am afraid to stay that way. I want God to do a work in me. I don't like who I am in the flesh, and I need God to step in, and I need God to do a mighty work in my life. But I also need people to come alongside me, to pray with me, to pray me through, to hold me accountable, to encourage me, to be there to support me in it. So today I just pray you have a friend like that. I pray you have a family member. I pray there is somebody that you can be raw, ugly, honest with, because if you are willing to go there in a safe place, God can do wonderful things and he can bring victory in ways that he can't if we're not willing to admit it and to just spill it out there in all the ugliness. So today I am thankful for this friend, and I'm thankful that God is going to get the victory in the struggles that I have. I know he is. And he can do that for you too, but we need to be willing to bare our hearts. We need to be willing to be honest. We need to be willing to be real, so that God can then step in and do a real work in us. It's only when we just say, you know what, I can't, I'm not able to, that God says, that's right, you aren't, but I am, and I will. So today, don't be afraid to be real, because real is where we have to get to in order for God to do a real work in us. All right, keep looking for those heart prints, and have a beautiful, blessed day.